This nugget is on the human skeleton. A jellyfish has no brain, no heart, no eyes or bones. They're an example of an invertebrate, an animal without a backbone. Humans are vertebrates, animals with a backbone. The backbone forms part of a much larger structure called the skeleton. The skeleton is why humans are not just a shapeless big blob of jelly. The skeleton is made up of lots of different bones. We often associate bones as being old, dirty, and delicate like those you would find in a museum. However, the bones in our body are very different and very much alive. Bones are living tissues with a blood supply. Your bones will continue to grow with you over the years. Bones are capable of repairing themselves when damaged. Calcium, with its chemical symbol Ca, which is found in milk and cheese, along with other different minerals, work together to make your bones very strong, but also slightly flexible. Let's take a look at the human skeleton. Did you know? You're originally born with around 300 bones. However, over time some of the bones fuse together. The average adult has 206 bones in their body. The first part of the skeleton we will look at is the skull. The skull protects the brain. Next we can look at the ribs. The ribs protect the heart and the lungs. Did you know that humans have 12 pairs of ribs that form a cage around the organs? Next, the shoulder blade. Your shoulder blades help move the shoulders and the arms. The collarbone supports the weight of the arms. Moving down the skeleton, we have the vertebral column. This is the backbone. It protects the spinal cord and supports the body. The pelvis attaches to the lower and upper parts of the skeleton. The thigh bone is the longest and strongest bone in the body. It helps to support and move the whole body. And the kneecaps. The kneecap helps bend the leg at the knee. Vertebrates all have similar bones, but they vary in size and length. This is the skeleton of a tiger. Even vertebrates such as birds and fish have similar structures. Take a look at the similarities between ourselves and other organisms next time you see a skeleton. The similarities between our bones and those of a tiger can be seen here. Whether it's the skull, collarbone, shoulder blade, ribs, vertebral column, pelvis, thigh bone, or kneecaps, both this tiger and ourselves have the same structures. Let's look at the roles of our skeleton. One major role of the skeleton is to act as a support system. The skeleton holds the organs in place. The vertebral column holds the body upright. This is similar to the structural support components of a building. They ensure a building is strong and steady enough to withstand different forces. Another major role of the skeleton is movement. Muscles attach to your bones. When pulled, they cause the bone to move around a joint. This allows the body to move. And lastly, the skeleton protects your vital organs from being damaged. The skull protects the brain, the ribs protect the lung and heart, and the vertebral column, the backbone, protects the spinal cord. Another role for our skeleton concerns our blood. Some bones in your body have a soft tissue called bone marrow. This is a very special and important structure. This is where your red and white blood cells are produced. Red blood cells transport chemicals like oxygen around the body. White blood cells help you to fight infections. And lastly, the way we can see bones is by using X-rays. An X-ray helps us to visualize different bones. This is because it produces an image of the inside of your body. If a doctor suspects that a patient may have broken a bone, they send them to have an X-ray taken. So in summary, the skeleton provides the framework of the human body. The skeleton is made up of lots of different bones. The major roles of the skeleton are support, movement, protection, and production of blood cells. And our keywords: bone, a living tissue with a blood supply that join together to make the skeleton; bone marrow, a soft tissue found in some bones. It produces blood cells. Red blood cells, cells that transport oxygen around the body. White blood cells, cells that protect you against infections.